So today I want to talk to you about two different trains, right? One train is called the MGTOW Express. And the next train is called the GFTOW Express. Many people might have never heard about the GFTOW Express, right? And I will tell you what's the name of that train in the end of the video. But first I want to tell you about the different symptoms the different things that both trains promise. So the first train is the MGTOW train, right? That train promises a sort of control and a safety with the control that comes from not having to bother with all the chick logic and the stupidity that comes with engaging with women many times. It says that you could gather control back in your life by just withdrawing for a bit and coming back stronger and better when you're more prepared, or just finding comfort in other stuff. And the other thing that train promises is that you have a sort of armor that you will get with time, because with time heals all wounds, and time also gives you the opportunity to build your status, build your body, build your personality, build everything that could give you like an armor against the things that women could throw at you. The other thing that train promises is that you would have a clarity that comes from not being ghosted, and not just like a ghost-free condition in your life, that you don't have to go through this pain and heartache all the time from women either ghosting you in the initial attraction phases, or women either ghosting you in the end where you're already in a deep relationship with them and they pull something out of the blue, switch up on you, which is something that women could do a lot, and is just part of their instinctive nature to like completely go the opposite direction from you. It's a sort of instinctual way that they protect their self. And so that is the promise that you do have to deal with this kind of ghosting that happens in attraction or in relationships. And then the last thing, how a plane will fly over that smoke boy. And then the last thing that the MGTOW Express teaches you is that you have a sort of echo chamber that gives you validation, because the movement is big. There are a lot of men that support each other in it, and that validation that comes from that echo chamber could be really comforting that you think you're on the right track, and you're feeling as though you're doing the right thing, and this is just a temporary thing, or maybe it's permanent. But the better thing to do is to move away from women, because there's too much uncertainty there. So that is the MGTOW Express. You're getting a control and safety. You're getting the time to armor up, and you're getting no ghosting, and then you're getting the echo chamber validation, right? And the next train is called the GFTOW Express. This train promises that your fear would shrink with repetition. With enough repetition and putting yourself in fearful situations, fear shrinks naturally. And the other thing that this train promises is that you would gain a form of resilience from the experience of putting yourself through the trials, putting yourself through the fire, exposing yourself to risk. And then the other thing is that you get a sort of ease from practicing charisma traits, practicing whether it be scripted routines, whether it be just the art of warming up on a daily basis to get more extroverted, so that you could face fears, you could meet people. And then the last thing it promises is that you would have a earned form of authenticity, where you're able to be a more authentic person because you was brave and you faced all your weirdest fears and stuff like that. So to recap, the GFTOW train promises that you have fear shrinking from repetition, that you have a resilience from experience, that you have a form of ease from practice charisma, and that you have a earned form of authenticity about yourself. And the GFTOW Express, for those that don't want to do the Googling, it stands for go find 10 other women, or go 10 other women. And basically, when I was 18, 20 years ago, 21 years ago, that GFTOW tagline, for anybody that come on the online forums back then, anybody that says any complaint, they would be bombarded with hundreds of messages saying GFTOW, GFTOW, GFT. You wouldn't be able to get any pity party. You wouldn't be able to get any form of echo chamber of validation telling you that, you know, women bad and women can't be trusted and we should step away from them and we should find hobbies and we should play some video games and we should get bulkier in the gym, we should get more money, we should buy a better house, we should buy a better car, and then they will car do us that. You would just have men telling you GFTOW, GFTOW, go find 10 other women, and basically they're telling you, hey, man up, stop running and face your fears. And I would think that the same advice GFTOW already do here today is what many people need to hear more of, because that MGTOW train, when you reach 65 or 50 something, you're going to regret that you spend your whole life running from women, and you're going to regret that you have no sexual experience and no this intimate experience with women, and you're going to say, you know what, man, maybe I wasted my life, and you're going to start to hope that men don't make that mistake when they're in the 20s, and you would stop. Hopefully, I think at some point, although this movement's so big now, I think at some point this movement have to stop, because you cannot be telling men, instead of being an incel, you know, you're laughing at Ben who's incel, involuntary celibate, that you want to be voluntarily celibate. Because that's what MGTOW is, you know. It's worse than being an incel, because at least an incel trying. You are saying that you are voluntarily celibate. And I find that's a very weird thing. And I think the solution for that is GFTOW.